Good evening, chat. Good evening, chat. So, I thought this would be something good to go over and to show you. I try to give tips and free game when I can, about the business and the industry and stuff like that. So, today, what we have is not only have I spoken about scam emails, but I'm going to show you what a scam email looks like in real time, by the way. So, let's go ahead and go over to the email right now. So, as you can see, let me see if you can see the title of this. What is this? I don't know what this is. I'm trying to get the video. Okay, so I'll just go small. It's cool. I can go small. It's not a big deal. And I don't know what the title of the stream is right now because it's been a minute since I've streamed, so it might say something about unboxing, but nah. Today we're gonna go over what a scam email looks like. So from what I've seen, there's two types of scam emails. There's the ones that aren't really as obvious, and then there's ones that are obvious. Now, this one is sent from G Star Raw, but if you know, then you know that I already have a partnership with G Star Raw. So that's not really something that should be considered. So I'll go to my Instagram right now and I can show you. By the way, we have a lot of new campaigns coming out. Marvel X Devontae Infinity is coming out tomorrow, but we're gonna get into that later on in the stream. You can go over and you see we got a lot of highlights. You can click G Star. You can scroll down and find it, or you can go to the highlights, and we have a lot of the stuff. So you can see we have some behind the scenes here, the campaigns and everything like that. Multiple videos, by the way, multiple videos. So yeah, we actually have worked with G Star. So the thing is that's crazy about getting some of these scam emails is that sometimes you get scam emails with brands or clients that you may have already worked with or encountered. When I was doing runway, some of the companies and some of the agencies will send out emails and they'll say basically that this wasn't us. Scam emails in this business are extremely common. I've had plenty of people send me examples and ask me to fact check them. Yo, is this legit? Yo, is this real? They've even sent people that they know to ask me if anyone here. Me make the camera bigger. Look, if anybody here ever needs help trying to figure out if an email is a scam, regarding business or clients, please let me know. DM me, send me an email, whatever, right? But please only serious inquiries. But scamming emails are very common. They're more common than some people would think. And yeah, some of them look good, some of them don't. This one is a very bad example for one because I'm gonna tell you why. This is the pretty standard, basic, same slop that you get, and it's so bad it doesn't even get past the spam section. So this already gets marked as spam. But it's just funny to me because I get emails from scammers trying to scam me with clients and brands I've either already worked with or signed with, have a partnership with, and it's really crazy. I get stuff from Curl Days, which is one of my sponsors. They have a couple of fake emails. Obviously, they don't run them, so don't twist those words up. G Star, I've gotten Adidas, Odell Beauty. Um, I've gotten a few. I've gotten a few. So for ones like this, it doesn't even make sense because if you guys are trying to scam us, at least try to make it realistic. So it's like somebody probably just found me through G Star and sent me a G Star scamming email. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense, and it's honestly really stupid that people are just this much of a bot to just send something like this to somebody like me. Because I'll admit, some of these emails are very, very eye catching. But you have to really look into it, and you have to be able to distribute them. And also, this is probably something you won't hear someone else in this business say, but I'll say it. When it comes to dealing with scamming emails or sus slash questionable emails, here and there, a couple of them out of a majority of the scamming ones will be true. So this one got sent to spam. Make sure you're checking your spam in your email section, because sometimes you will have legitimate offers in there, but you have to know how to differentiate them. This one isn't even close. This one's a straight scam. What I was going to say that most people won't tell you is, even if you get reached out to by a legitimate client, agency, person, event, and you have somewhat of a questionable, if you're a little sus about it, there are very professional ways to confirm with them. So sometimes what I've done is I'll ask them, well, first of all, send that follow-up response. Be positive, be professional, and just ask them and try to confirm with them if they're legit. And obviously you need proof of that. So sometimes they might have a different way that they can do it. It's kind of between you guys, but usually the legitimate ones always have a super easy and clear way to make it obvious to you. And sometimes what I've even done is, you can ask them which platform that they found you from. If you're somebody like me and you're on multiple different platforms and websites and casting sites and all this stuff, over time, you'll learn that you'll have clients come in from different platforms that you're on. So you can confirm with them that way and kind of go from there. Sometimes I ask, them if they can send me a message from like the brand page on Instagram, just different things like that. But ultimately, my brain's kind of going blank on the explanation. But ultimately, what I'm trying to say is, don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And if you want some sort of clarity or confirmation from them to confirm that they're scamming or not, feel free to ask them. It's all about being safe. They're not going to be upset with you for you being safe if they're legitimate and they're safe themselves. Remember that. Remember that. And off the top of my head, one of the ways that you can confirm automatically that it's a scamming email is if you get hit with an automatic automated response. So if I replied, for example, I don't know if I have an example of this right now because I delete a lot of these. But for example, if I replied to this email, I'm either going to get a questionable response or I'm going to get like an automated response. And sometimes you can tell immediately from that. So yes, be careful out here. Be careful out here. Really quickly, let me turn off the window capture and let me see, because I had another scam email somewhere I wanted to show as well. Okay. Oh my god. Business partner request. I'm trying to see where it is. Where is this email at? I'm glad I was able to show you this one. Um, I think it was on my other email account. I'm trying to see where it's at. I get too many scams on this one. Maybe it got deleted. I'm gonna start. Maybe it got deleted. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Um, hmm. I'm not sure. So, actually, this isn't the one that I was looking for, but here is something that has been pretty concerning to me, and I went and I looked it up, and apparently they're scamming. Apparently, this is a scamming site, platform, job. I don't know exactly, because this one was a little while ago, April. But if you go here, by the way, the name of this one is called Tour Hero. I've looked up Tour Hero reviews and like different videos of creators explaining it. I don't know. It's basically saying like they send you somewhere on a trip. You get confirmed travelers to go with you or something like that. It's some sort of experience like that, but I heard it's not really legit. So he checked in with me. So he sent me an email on the 8th and then double tap back on the 29th. He was saying, I was checking out what you've been doing and the way you blend exploration with empowerment really stood out. It gives your trips an extra vibe. I don't say that often. You know, it sounds cool, right? But I said, thanks for the comment, taking the time to reach out to me. I've heard many different things related to Tour Hero, similar to scandalous and scam like activity, so I'm unsure of continuing. So that was that one. And I didn't hear back from this guy, but there was something that I was trying to find. I don't know where the other email is at, but hold on. I do have something pretty funny to show you from another scammer. And this was like a couple days ago, or like a few days ago. This dude was trying to scam me about YouTube thumbnails. I have so many emails right now. Jeez. And I was being funny. Oh, wow. Look. Okay, here's another one.